Hello students, welcome to Extreme Telugu. Today's topic is chapter number 2, Chemical Equations under 10th class Chemistry. We are going to understand how to understand a chemical equation and how to analyze a chemical equation in this video. You know how to write a chemical equation. Using chemical formula of reactants and products, we write chemical equations. We write plus signs between reactants and between products and an arrow mark between set of products and reactants. So mathematical representation is called as a chemical equation, and after writing this chemical equation, how to understand and how to analyze, let us try to understand today. Here CaO is nothing but calcium oxide, H2O is nothing but water. The meaning of this entire equation is calcium oxide is reacting with water to give, this arrow mark tells us that these are mixing together to give the other one, which is nothing but calcium hydroxide here. How to read this? Let us try to understand. One molecule of calcium oxide reacts with one molecule of water to give one molecule of calcium hydroxide. If nothing, no numbers are written in front of the chemical formula, that means you have to understand one is there. For example, in mathematics, if you write x, that means it is 1x. For example, x plus 2x is equal to, you write 3x. What is the meaning of this? 1x plus 2x is equal to 3x. In the same way, if no numbers are provided in front of chemical formulae, that means you have to assume 1 in front of them. One molecule of calcium oxide reacts with one molecule of water to give one molecule of calcium hydroxide. In the same way, how to read this particular equation? Second one, let us try to understand. Here nothing is there in front of Na2SO4. So one molecule of Na2SO4, that is nothing but one molecule of sodium sulfate, reacts with one molecule of barium chloride to give one molecule of barium sulfite and two molecules of sodium chloride, NaCl. So one molecule of sodium sulfate reacts with one molecule of barium chloride to give one molecule of barium sulfate and two molecules of sodium chloride. The last one, let us try to understand. Before Zn nothing is there, that means 1 is there. One molecule of Zn reacts with two molecules of, here 2 is written, so two molecules of HCl to give, here nothing is there, that means one molecule of ZnCl2 plus nothing is there in front of H2, that means one molecule of H2. The conclusion is, if at all some number is there in front of molecular formula, that means those many molecules are participating in that particular reaction. If no number is there in front of chemical formula, that means one molecule is participating in that particular chemical reaction. Here, more interestingly, you can understand you can see one downward arrow mark and one upward arrow mark here. The downward arrow mark represents precipitation. That is solid particles, heavy particles which are settling down in a solution. That is called as precipitation. Precipitation is represented by downward arrow mark. Upward arrow mark is represented to represent gases. It is used to represent gases. This is how we understand the chemical equations. Now let us understand how to analyze the chemical equations. Here, calcium, one atom is there. Here you can see 2 is written at the feet of hydrogen. That means 2 atoms of H are there. 2 hydrogens are there. At the same time, you cannot see anything here at the feet of oxygen. Nothing is written at the feet of oxygen. That means if nothing is written, 1 is there. That means 1 oxygen atom is there. Let me tell you something which is very important to understand. If at all you have got 2 NaCl, at the feet of Na nothing is there, that means 1 you have to assume. At the feet of chlorine nothing is there, that means 1 you have to assume. So here question is, how many NAs are there and how many Cls are there in this particular term? Answer is, you have to multiply this quotient with the index. These numbers are called as index numbers. And this number which is there in front of total molecular formula, that number is called as coefficient. So how many NAs are there and how many Cls are there? Let us try to calculate. 2 into 1, 2 NAs are there. 2 into 1, 2 Cls are there. So to calculate number of atoms present in the chemical formula, it is very important that you are multiplying the index with the coefficient. This coefficient multiplies index to give total number of atoms present in that particular formula. The same way here, calcium oxide has got 1 into 1, 1 calcium atom, 1 into 1, 1 oxygen atom. 1 calcium and 1 oxygen atoms are there in calcium oxide, CaO. Here 1 into 2, 2 hydrogen atoms are there. 1 into 1, 1 oxygen atom is there. So our conclusion is here, 1 calcium atom, 1 oxygen atom, 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom are there in the reactants. Now let us count the similar elements, the number of similar elements present in this particular series of reactants. Calciums 1, hydrogens 2, oxygens 1 here and 1 here. That means 2 oxygens are there. 1 calcium, 2 hydrogens and 2 oxygens are there. See here. 1 calcium, oxygens 2 are there, hydrogens 2 are there. This index is not only for oxygen but also for hydrogen. That means oxygens are also 2 in number, hydrogens are also 2 in number, calcium is 1 in number. That is nothing but calcium's index is 1. 1 ones are 1 calcium, 1 twos are 2 oxygens and 1 twos are 2 hydrogens. So 1 calcium, 2 oxygens and 2 hydrogens are there on the other side also. Then we have the equation as a balanced equation. So 1 calcium, 2 oxygens and 2 hydrogens are there on the other side. Here these all reactants are getting mixed to form product here. Whereas in the second reaction, this 2 sodium atoms and here 2 chlorine atoms. 2 sodium atoms and 2 chlorine atoms are coming together and they are giving us 2 NaCl. 1 twos are 2 sodium atoms are there, 1 twos are 2 chlorine atoms are there, 2 sodiums, 2 chlorines reacting together to give us 2 sodium chloride, 2 NaCl. What is remaining here? Here barium is left out and here sulfate molecule is left out. Barium and sulfate, they mix together to give us barium sulfate. So this is how we have to analyze the chemical equation. This is called as mechanism of chemical reaction. Which element is getting into contact with what element and giving us what chemical combination or chemical compound, what compound we are getting, that we can understand by seeing the chemical mechanism. Now here Zn is there, 1 Zn is there, here 2 is there in front of HCl, indexes are not there, that means 2 1s are 2 hydrogen atoms are there, 2 1s are 2 chlorine atoms are there. These 2 1s are 2 chlorine atoms are coming into contact with 1 zinc atom to give us ZnCl2. ZnCl2. 1 zinc and 2 chlorines are there. So 1 zinc atom from here, 2 chlorine atoms from here, giving us ZnCl2, zinc chloride. What is left out here? The left out is 2 1s are 2 hydrogen atoms are left out. They are giving us hydrogen gas, H2 gas. So the meaning of chemical equations and mechanism of chemical equations is understood in this video. Hope you understood this video. If you like this video, please subscribe Extreme Telugu. Thank you.